Welcome. We're on Daf Vav Amud Aleph. That's 6a in Brachos. 4 lines from the top. It's a new piece, but it's a continuation in the sense that the chronological order, not chronological, the general order, the way the Gemara speaks, has to do with what was said beforehand. So we just mentioned some teachings from Abba Binyamin, and we're going to continue, and the next several parts of the Gemara is going to be teachings from Abba Binyamin. Tanya, we learned in a Braisa. We're going to learn about Shadim and demons and various different things like that. Abba.
What's the term? Abba Binyamin? That's
the name of the Tana that said it.
Oh.
Tanya, Abba Binyamin Eimer. Abba Binyamin says, Ilmali nitan reshus la'ayin lireis. If the eye would be able to see, no creation would be able, meaning no human, would be able to stand and handle all of the demons and evil forces that are, I don't see what's going on around you, but if you would know what's going on around you, you wouldn't handle it. Omar Abaye, inu nefishim minon. They are more than us. There are more demons than there are humans. The Kaimalon, more than, a lot. The more than, It's in Aramaic, nefishim means a lot. Yeah. The Kaimalon, when you have a tree that grows, for a vineyard that grows, you create almost like a circle around it that you dig out. In the middle, you have the tree that grows, or a certain vine that grows. It's in the same way. The person's in the middle and is completely surrounded by these demons. Omar Ravuna said, Kol chad v'chad minon, each one of them, meaning each one of us, alpha mismole, v'vasa mimine. You have 1,000 of these demons on your left side, and tens of thousands, or 10,000 on your right side. Which basically, in simple meaning of the Gemara, is that there are demons, we'll call them evil angels or bad forces, that are surrounding us the whole time. And it's what Abba Binyamin is saying, if we were able to see them, we wouldn't manage. It's just Baruch Hashem, we can't see them because the human is not privileged or previewed to be able to see these type of forces. And the Gemara continues, Amar Rava, Hai duchka, dahavi bikala, this pushing that was by kala. Kala is an expression when there was a shir before a yontif. The whole community, everyone, even guys that don't come regularly to learn, for these lectures they would come. It was packed. And he said the reason why it feels so pushed during these times, minayu havi, it's because of those demons that were there. You didn't see them, but you were squeezed because of that. That's really the claustrophobia that was felt there, was because of these forces. Hani birki deshilhu, deshili minayu hani. These knees that are hurting or sore is because of them. Yeah, when you go up a mountain, when you walk, it hurts you a little bit on your feet. So he's saying, your legs, he's saying it's because there's a force of these shadim, these demons that are against you, you're pushing against them, and that's why you're tiring.
You don't feel that on level ground.
The example I brought was from a mountain, but he doesn't say it's a mountain. It's in general, the knees are.
But I'm there. I'm thinking.
You don't feel tired. I think if you walk a lot, then you also feel that tiredness.
Well, it doesn't say that. Sounds like gravity to me.
Okay. He says Rashi says Brachayim ayefim, when the knees are getting tired, exhausted. So it doesn't say specifically going upwards. Huh? That works. Yeah. Whenever it happens, that's where it comes from.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. To bring this example, or to prove this point even more, Hani mani de Rabbanon de Balu, Michufia didhu hani. Didhu. Chachamim they have robes or clothes in general, suits, kapatas, whatever they're wearing, and it gets worn out. Now they're sitting in shul, they are learning. How's it getting worn out? It's getting, because they're shuckling. Well, we're going to get to shuckling in a minute, but they're getting worn out because of these forces. They're rubbing against them, and they're causing these garments to get worn out. These knees that are banging, that means shuckling. Sometimes when you sit, and I'll show this on the thing, but you move your knees together, you're moving back and forth, and the rubbing that's going on is not because of some kind of anxiety. It's these forces that are causing your feet or your knees to bang against each other. Fine. So now the Gemara is going to say two things. One is if you want to know of their existence, what to do, and this, in other words, you're not going to see them. And the other one is a certain recipe how you could actually see these demons. We don't want to, Baruch Hashem, we don't. As we'll soon see the results of seeing it. They're not good. But the Gemara discusses this. So Haiman de boy lemeidalu, someone that wants to know these evil forces, these demons. Laisi kitmo nihila. You should take ground ashes, but basically a very, very thin powder. The neder apurie, and put it around your bed before you go to sleep. And in general, at night, first of all, the fact that it's night, so there's certain forces of demons. When a person sleeps, there's a certain impurity that exists because the neshama leaves the body. That's why we wash our hands in the morning, negovaser. But you should sprinkle this powder, burnt ashes or whatever, very fine powder, around his bed. Ubit safra, and in the morning, chazi kikare de tanagela. Inside the like footsteps in this powder. I don't know if you want to do it. It could freak you out, but the point is that that's a way to see it because you won't see them, but in the morning you'll see that they were there. Where do you get it? You probably have to grind it in a very good blender. Soon the Gemara is going to say specifically ashes or something else, but this I think it's generally like very, very fine powder that they could stand on and you can see the prints. Haiman de boyle machazinhu. Somebody that wants to see them. This is just to know that they're there. In the morning, you could see footsteps. But if you actually want to see them, you have to take the placenta of a cat, not any cat, a black cat, the daughter, no offense to cats, the daughter of a black cat. I want to mention something in your honor. A black cat is not a bad thing. There are superstitions out there, and Yiddishkeit does not believe in them. It's actually we're not allowed to believe in them. I know in maybe some of us that are watching online, for many that are familiar with the Russian culture, if a black cat crosses the street, they will not be the first ones to cross. They'll wait till someone else crosses, or they go like this, or whatever. It's according to Torah, you're not allowed to believe in these type of stuff. It has nothing to do with what we're saying here. But the Gemara is giving, just like ashes are not bad, the Gemara is giving a recipe that if you take the placenta of a black cat, who is the daughter of a black cat, and Buchrisa, Bas Buchrisa, it has to be a firstborn cat, the daughter of a firstborn cat. So it's got to be a black firstborn, the daughter of a black firstborn, but not the cat, the placenta that the cat was born in. The likle benura, you should burn it, burn that placenta. The shachke, should grind it up, and the limle ene mine, put the ashes in your eye.
Oh, wonderful. And
if you put the ashes in your eyes, the chaziluhu, then you could see it. Okay. So again, it's special ashes done a certain way from a certain type of cat. Now the problem is like this: it's very dangerous.
yeah.
Because these, if a person sees it, it's dangerous to see it. We said before, we started the Gemara that thank God we don't see it, because if we did, people wouldn't be able to handle it. Huh? Yeah. So So what you should do is after. How do you protect it? L'shadye beguvsa the farzela. You have to put it into an iron pipe or tube, iron case to protect it. The ashes itself, don't leave it around, because these demons themselves, they could throw it at somebody. If they want to get them, they could throw it at them. They'll be able to see them, and it'll be a problem. So, but the way to protect yourself from these evil forces from getting to the ashes is putting it into an iron container of some sort, and seal it with a cover, with a seal of metal as well. So now it's mamish in iron and sealed with iron. Why are we so concerned? Maybe they're going to steal from it. In other words, these demons may take it and use it as a force to have certain control over people because they're going to see them. And while you do this, close your mouth. Don't have your mouth open while you handle these things. In order that you should not get damaged, hurt. Okay, I want to summarize this because it's some heavy Aramaic here. If a person wants to see these actual demons, says the Gemara, you should take a black cat, the daughter of a black cat, the placenta of a black cat, the daughter of a black cat, which was a firstborn, the daughter of a firstborn. Burn the placenta, take the ashes, grind it up, put it in your eye. You'll be able to see these demons. But make sure you don't leave it around because it could be used for very negative things. So the Gemara says, put it into an iron container, seal it with an iron seal so nobody could get to it, even these evil forces can't get to it. And while you do it, close your mouth. Because I don't know. I'm not sure why. But if you have any good reason why the Gemara would tell it to us, maybe to know what not to do. Okay. But
it's real. Not that you should really have to do it, but the real after they draft that you can actually.
It's not just the concept; you can see it.
Okay. Don't do this at all.
But then the Gemara tells us that one time that Bibi bar Abaye, Bibi the son of Abaye, Avad Hachi did it. Chaza v'Izzak. He did this whole thing. He got hold of the cat, the right type of cat, and everything, and he did it, and he was damaged. A mental illness befell him as a result. Chachamim, our sages, have davened for him. They asked Rachmanis. The Itzeni, he was healed. So it has been done. The consequences are not good. Baruch Hashem, in that case, they davened for him, and he was healed. Okay, a couple of things. The Baal Shem Tov also did a lot of things in regards to demons, but they're not eradicated. They're not manifesting. They're not doing anything to us. Number one, Torah mitzvahs are very powerful. So when you do mitzvahs, the kedusha overpowers them. Number two, when you don't interact with them, like you don't see them or see their footsteps or anything, they have no shaykhis to you. They don't have a connection to you. They're just they exist, but you're not on the same frequency. So it's not an issue there. Also, the idea of the iron, it's just interesting to put it in an iron container. It says when Chachamim wanted to get rid of the Yetzer Hara of Avodah Zarah, the temptation to serve idols was so strong that our sages davened to Hashem to get rid of that temptation. It was too hard. Too many people were succumbing to it. And for a short while also of Gilui Arayis, of promiscuity. So what they did was, they took the Yetzer Hara of that, whatever that represents, and they put it into an iron.
What was it? Because in the Gemara where I learned there was no iron.
It's a Gemara Yuma.
Yuma? Okay.
But the point is that you could lock it into a, and that protects from it. But to your point, it's not that they don't exist. They just don't have they're not among us in the sense that they're active. You might have saying they're all around. We're not afraid of them because they don't have the power over us. Unless you start to... Huh? Saw them? Did he lose his mind? Okay, this is pure. The following is purely my own thought. I didn't see it anywhere. But maybe the point of the Gemara here is about the power of davening. That even though these things are real and they cause the person to whatever, and there's so many things designed that a person shouldn't see them, but Bivi Rabbi saw them and he was hurt, but the Chachamim davened for him and he was healed. And the next section of the Gemara is about davening and davening in a shul, davening with a minyan. Maybe it's a connection. Okay, let's do some Rashis. To daven? Okay, even better. So if you go and ask the Chacham to daven, you go to the oil, you ask for bracha. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Ki chisla leugya, kishuras chafira makefes ha'ugya she'esin tachas ha'kfanim. He's describing the amount of demons that surround the person, like when it's a certain, like, I don't know, trench is the right word, but it's surrounding a vineyard, a vine. You're not allowed to create these trenches to get water in order to water the vines, ditches. Thank you, a ditch. So just like a ditch surrounds it, it's completely all around. The person is also surrounded by these things. Kisla hutelem shall mayna lakefa sav v'stela ugya lakefa netua b'chol u'bereish danim hadein ugya lahavid peya. Basically, the Rashi is bringing references what this means. It means the ditch around the vine or the tree that's growing. Hayduchka dehave bekala pa'amim. Sometimes there's times that people come on Shabbos to hear a shir, and there seems to be enough place, social distance, but they feel like they're stuffed. That push that they feel is from the demons. That's where it comes from.
We had that once. Why are we bringing it up
Together. We're doing Rashi.
Oh, okay.
Hi Birki the Shuli Birkayim Ayefim, the exhausted or tired knees. Mani de Rabbana de Bala, the clothes of our sages that got worn out. Bigdei Atalmidim Shebolim Maher, they quickly get worn out. They're not laborers, and somehow their clothes should get worn out and still gets worn out. Chufya did who? It's from their rubbing. These demons come and they sit next to them. And they rub themselves against their clothing. Chufya is someone that's like hovering over. A female cat, it's the placenta of a female cat. She has to be the first cat born to its mother. And also its mother was a firstborn. Should fill up his eye with the ashes. Put a little bit of the ashes in his eyes. Anytime you put something in your eye, the Gemara refers to it as filling the eye. Because even with a little bit, they're talking about the eye, it's filled. But it doesn't mean literally a lot, you can put a drop. Guvso the farzla kana cholol shel barzel, a hollow pipe of metal. That's you put the ashes in there. The lachteme the kana seal this pipe. Bigushpanko the farzla b'chesam shel barzel, with a seal of metal. The midi the tzayer the chosim something which is surrounded and sealed. Less lo reshus, they have no permission. That when it's sealed like that, they don't have any power and ability to access it. They meaning these forces. That's it. Shkoyach, thanks for joining. Join us tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem.